Hey everyone, Geophysicist Stefan Burns here. We just had a magnitude 7.8 earthquake strike Indonesia. This is now the strongest earthquake yet in 2026. This data just now coming in. It may be revised in terms of its magnitude, so maybe it doesn't hold on to the title of strongest earthquake if it gets revised down. But this depth here is only about 10 kilometers, so it's really quite shallow, and it is in that range that is big enough to perhaps trigger a tsunami. So let's check right now whether we have any sort of tsunami alert from this. So we'll type in NOAA tsunami. That should pull it up. And if it's not this one, it's going to be this other web page right below it. Yeah, okay. Tsunami threat right now, Malacca Sea, magnitude 7.8, depth 6 miles. Let's see what they have to say here. They are showing a threat for these areas right here. So we have a threat for Indonesia, we have a threat for Malaysia, threat for the Philippines. I would think that this would also extend over to Papua New Guinea, maybe even the northern coast of Australia. This is a big earthquake. The strongest that we've had this year up to this moment was a 7.5 that struck Tonga, 7.6, 7.5. I think it got revised to 7.5. And someone just said that this is the antipode for Florida, or something like that. You know, lots of jokers in the chat, but let's check it out. We have our Super Tunnel app. That would be crazy if that was the case. Like, actually, well, it's pretty close. It's pretty close at antipode. Not exactly. Florida's here. That's smack on. The antipode is quite a bit to the south and to the west of Malacca, the Malacca Sea. And maybe we type in specifically like one of these towns here. Jailolo. Let's type that one. Let's see if it pops up. Okay, so yeah, the antipode is not exactly, it's more for Brazil. But big earthquake, tsunami threat right now for it, active at this moment in time for these locations all across effectively Southeast Asia. So this is a big deal. We just had the 4 astronauts aboard Artemis II blast off on their moon mission, a 10-day mission around the moon. That happened like 3 minutes before this earthquake. The timing is insane. We just watched, you know, this is the same live stream, but we're splitting this off as a separate video. We just watched that, and yeah, this is really quite incredible. There may be some updates here specifically on this. Let's see what they say for Hawaii as it relates to this. An earthquake has occurred with the preliminary parameters 7.8, Malacca Sea, or maybe it's Maluka Sea. A tsunami threat exists for parts of the Pacific located closer to the earthquake. However, based on all available data, there's no tsunami threat for Hawaii. That's good to know. That'd be pretty far away. That would be pretty far away. We can also pull up a tsunami lab. This is like a simulator. Let's give this guy a look. And we'll put a tsunami in this, right in that location. So let's get the exact point for that. It's like right where it curves up like this. Okay. So we should be able to put it, and let's just check one more time. Okay, and that's in between. So it's like right here, basically. Just drag that. And let's drop this down to 7 point. Let's first do this. Let's drop this down to 7.8. That should be good enough. Let's watch this Let's watch this go off. So here's a simulated tsunami wave or waves from this magnitude 7.8 that just ruptured in Southeast Asia. And yeah, it's really hitting Indonesia. It's also hitting Malaysia and the Philippines quite strongly. This will propagate up. Looks like there'll be some action there in Taiwan, Japan. A 7.8 is big, but as it relates to tsunamis, it's probably not the biggest concern. Like, you're really talking about magnitude 8s and greater for real tsunami threats, like really disastrous. But for locations right in that zone, that's a big concern. Because again, it was only 10 kilometers down. So this is concerning. This is really quite concerning. Let's see if we can, here's, you know, they have one for Guam here. Let's see what they say for Guam, which is quite a bit closer. No tsunami threat to Guam, based on all available data. Okay. It's good to know. Do they have a location closer to Indonesia, Philippines, or more? Not that I'm seeing. Okay, let's even refresh this to see what happens. Still have a tsunami threat right now. If you live in these locations, if you happen to live in these locations, you really need to, like right in these locations, you need to get to higher ground right now. Like if you're in the Philippines on the coast, you should get to high ground right now. This is not a drill. This is not an April Fool's joke. This is not a drill. If you're in these locations, if you're in Bali or something like that, like if you're my buddy, my two buddies in Bali, you should probably get to higher ground as soon as possible. Shout out to my friends there. Downgraded to 7.4. That's a good thing. 7.8 is quite a bit bigger than 7.4. No aftershocks yet. 7.4 gets to the zone where I'm actually concerned about there being a real earthquake risk or tsunami risk. 7.4, you could still have a big tsunami. It's now coming at a depth of 35 kilometers. I think that basically nullifies most of my concerns with a tsunami. Typically, it needs to be really big and really shallow for a tsunami to be really devastating. So, okay, so I'll leave you guys with that. I'll update you more on this earthquake as necessary, but that is our quick update. Magnitude 7.4, aftershocks likely coming of magnitude 6 or greater. Thankfully, depth at 35 kilometers. So no super big concern there, but we'll find out. I'll be back with more information. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody. I've been your host, Stefan Burns. This earthquake occurred just minutes after the launch of Artemis II. Godspeed to them. I hope that everything goes well with them. I hope that everything is okay with the people in this area. Again, I'll give you an update as soon as I can on this. And we also, keep you updated on the space weather, the planetary alignments, everything. Happy full moon. It is a full moon. It goes exact in about 3 hours. So this is a classic example of a high magnitude earthquake coinciding with a lunar energy peak. So yeah, I'll keep you up to date. Thank you all. God bless. See you soon. And wishing you well. Have a great night.